Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Here we meet a musician called Jeys Marabini, a musician born and bred in Materian South, in Flabuzi, in Siza, which is my district. My village is called Enyoni. There are a lot of birds flying all over during the time rainy season, and that's why they called the place Enyoni. That's where I was born. I'm from a family of 9. I'm the 7th in the family. We are boys only, no girl. That's why my real name is called Machahawo Dwanzo. Jeys Marabini was born in as a band in 2002. That's when I formed my band Jeys Marabini. We recorded our first album called The Marabini, which was very, very, very popular. There was a song called The Marabini, which was the title track. So we did a video on that track. That was 2003. So we recorded the album actually in 2002. The video was out in 2003. We managed to win the video of the year on that year. We're competing with an amazing group from Harare called Amai and their brothers. So it was really tight. The competition was very tight, but we managed to come out with a prize, Zima prize for the best video of the year. Then in 2004, we recorded 2003 actually, we recorded the album called Tutukani Wotando. There was a song there, which was actually that 2 songs that were very, very, very popular. Umuzga Baba, that was the song. Utando Lwako also was one of the songs that were very popular in that album. We also managed to get a lot of prizes for that album. Also, for that album, we managed to tour South Africa when they heard the album and people were interested to call us, and it was very amazing. Then also that album was followed by another one called Sound of Today and Tomorrow. Sound of Today and Tomorrow, it was the first time to do a live DVD. So we recorded a live DVD, and they still sold now, and we did very with that album. So it was amazing. From there, we went to another album. We recorded an album called One Time. One Time was the most also popular one because we had a song called Teznange, and we did a video on that one from Amatopo Hills and with the traditional Galea. So people really loved that because it also connected with them because it was a traditional song. So we managed also to win the award for that one in Harare. Then that album also was followed by another powerful album called Izenzo. This album was recorded in South Africa. We featured a legend in music called Nana Coyote. Unfortunately, he's late now. Nana Coyote from Stimela. So really, I was very much humbled and honored to work with Nana Coyote because he was a seasoned musician, well experienced. I liked his hoarse voice, jazzy hoarse voice. Also, he enjoyed working with me. Before I worked with him, I asked him to feature in my album. He said, no, first of all, I want to listen to your music. I sent him my CDs. He was very, very, very happy and said, this music's unique, amazing, it's different. And definitely I would love to feature in your next album. So we managed to feature him in that album. So there was a song there. There's a song there which was very much played on radio, and also we did a video on that one called Julia. So people loved it. Even if now I play it on my shows, people scream and ask for that song. So it was well recorded and also very popular. Then that album is followed by this one that I have now, the current one called Jeys at 40. Jeys at 40 is an album that shows maturity. I wanted to grow as a musician, not to also to concentrate on the Zimbabwean market. I wanted to go in Africa, the regional. I want also to go to international. So this album is very, very big in Zimbabwe. I can say this is my best album ever out of all the albums that I've mentioned, because now people are calling me for big shows. Because of that album, I managed to share stage with the people like Oliver, Macheso in Zimbabwe. All the big artists in Zimbabwe. I managed to share the stage with them because of this album. Also, we now, as I'm talking, next week we are going to arrive for another birthday bash for Oliver Mtukudzi. We are celebrating the life of a legend. So I'm very also honored and humbled to be called, to be invited to be one of the musicians that are going to be part of that show. There will be Ringo from South Africa, Ringo Matlingos, there will be Judy Sepuma, there will be Steve Dyer, and many Zimbabwean artists that will be taking part. So I'm very happy. In this album, actually, there's this song called Yamita Kanjani Ntombi, which literally means it talks about the child abuse, and people love it because it talks about something that is reality in life. So people love the song. It's very popular. And also the other song that is very popular in the album is called Ugufa, which I dedicated to my late father and mother, who were tragically taken away from this earth in a car accident. So I dedicated that song to my father, and it's very popular because it touches the really so emotionally, I can say, because it's talking about Ugufa, which means death. We don't need death. Something that is really cruel to our lives. We don't need it, but we talk about it, and people really love that song. They request it for other programs on radio. So I can say for now, this is who I am, and this is, as we can see, we're racing with the band. We are at home. This is where we work from. This is the band that produced all the music that I've just mentioned from all these albums. So also I would like to say thank you very much to my band for being with me in good and bad times, and we always work together. We're like a family. We work together all the time. So we work, whether there's work or not, we're always racing. You find us here. This is where we don't wait for jobs to come, then we start racing. No, we're a professional band. We always work. Jobs find us going. So this is how we... And our performance, wherever we go, people love our performance because we work so much, work so hard for it. And I think we deserve that as a band, and we've been there. Some of the band members here, I've been with them since the beginning of my career as a musician with the band. So I really love to say thank you very much again to the band. And also, I would love to say thank you very much to my fans out there in Zimbabwe, from where I stay in Lobengula, because I make noise every day. You can see the neighboring has was just, it's a high-density suburb. But people, love me so much. If I can stay 1 week or 2 weeks without rehearsing, they'll come in. The grandfather and grandmother, they'll come and ask me, Jeys, is everything okay? Because we can't hear these days. What's going on? Where's the band? So it's really, instead of complaining that I'm making noise, they're actually saying they are supporting me so much. They are behind me all the way. So I would like also to thank the Bengula community and Bulawayo for grooming such a musician, and that they are proud of. Also, I would like to thank my client in Zimbabwe, of course, because this is where I come from. This is where, I make a living, so because as I've said, we tour all over the country. I've been all over the country. Harare mentioned, Chipinge, Kutu, Victoria Falls, Gwanda, Bait Bridge, with the music. People are supporting us there, and we'd like to say thank you wherever you are. Also, the people from abroad, they support, because these days there's media, there's this Facebook, there's Twitter, there's, people now, they follow us every time. Whatever we do, whatever we post, people follow us, and we would like to say thank you very much. Also, we'd like to thank the media, of course, people that they are telling the Zimbabweans and the Africans and the world over who Jeys is, and those are also very important people in my career to mention, and I would say thank you very much for that. And from here we are moving forward. We are not going back. Since now we have this album, we are moving forward. We are not going back. We are also recording our next album in a few months to come, because we want to be ahead. So we are going to record the new album. and keep it. When the time for release is due, then we release it. So we are always working. We're looking forward. Also, we are doing collaborations with a lot of musicians. As I'm speaking now, in a few months to come, we'll be collaborating with Black Followers. Black Followers are the ambassadors here, especially in Matebele. They've been there in the music industry for a long, long time. They are in the leagues of Oliver Mtukusu, Thomas Mafumo, Black Followers. Those are the people that have been there, that have put Zimbabwe on the map, in the world map. So I'm really honored to be touring with them. It's a big honor to me. So we'll be touring with Black Followers. We tour Matebele South, Matebele North, Midlands. Then we finish our tour in Harare. As a musician, there are a lot of challenges when you are starting, especially when you are starting. Because music, me, I'll give him examples. Me, with my family, it's not something that they thought someone can make any living through that. So it was very, very difficult to convince them that I want to be a musician, because they will tell you, we want you to be a doctor. I want you to do something really that cannot expire in your life, because music today, you make an album, doesn't sell tomorrow, then what you'll be stuck. So it was very difficult to convince my father. I had to ask one of our elders here in Bulawayo, Ukabo, to go and talk to my family, actually, for me to allow me to be a musician. So he went there and spoke to my father and the whole family when I was not there on my absence. Then when I came back in the evening, they started asking me questions. You are sending people here to say you want to be a musician, and you're sending people here. We don't want you to be a musician. This is what we can tell you. So it was really hard for me to convince my family to be a musician. But I persisted. I persisted my thing. They wanted to discourage me, sending me maybe to the grinding mill, or sending me to, they're trying to create something for me so that I can forget about music. But they said, at the end, this person want to be a musician. So really, it was challenging. At some time, I think I'm a good example to people that not everyone is going to be a doctor. Not everyone is going to be a teacher, a nurse, you mention whatever other profession. This is also another profession that is very important in life, because without music, there's no life. Without music, there's no life. People listen to radio every day. People play DVDs every day. People play movies. That is entertainment. If there's no entertainment, people die every day. I'm telling you, we sort of, I can say the government has to recognize that musicians are very important people in the community, understand? And I would also love to ask the government to build schools where people can train to be musicians. Like here, there's no even a school for musicians. I'm a musician because I wanted to be a musician. I have to teach myself how to play guitar, you know what I'm saying? But I would love to see a point whereby there's a school for music at a tender age. You know what I'm saying? The clubs, they start grooming musicians from there, teaching them how to play guitar, saxophone, mention how to act, because that's another profession. And in other countries, an artist is someone who's very, very, very much respected, like in the US, in Europe, wherever other in parts of the world, and they make money, So this is another profession that people have to really take serious, and also government has to invest on it. So really, that's why I'm talking about my challenges now. Also, I had a very big challenge also to start the band, because I had no guitar. All these things that you are seeing right now, they were not there. I had to strive and work very hard to manage to get these things, of which there was no support, understand? There's little support from the government, actually. So I think if they see potential from an artist, they need to be supported. So this is what I can say about the challenges. The first time when I went to Europe, it was very interesting. My father was was against the music, but at the end was convinced that this person wanted to be a musician. My first time when I went to India, I went home and called him and told him that my father, I'm going now to India, which is out of Africa, another country, somewhere there. And they said, sure, with this thing of music, you're telling me that this thing, how did you manage to do it? He was really, he couldn't believe it. And they said, no, we are going out of Africa, going to India for 1.5 months. I'm going to buy an aeroplane. And he said, you are not serious. Then I told him the date. Then I was very happy when he came actually to say bye-bye at the airport. It was really amazing to see my father now say, yes, now he believes that music is something that works. And from there, went to India. I've done a lot of things. I've also been a promoter. I've tried a lot of things. I promoted groups from Africa to Europe. I started with Mbizo. We did Albert Nyati. I did Four Brothers, Marshall Mumume. I did Siaya. I did also a contemporary group from South Africa called Creators. We did also a traditional group from Tanzania called Gukwe Zaose. They had amazing music, traditional music from Tanzania. So we have done a lot, and for me, shifting from that being a promoter to start my own thing as a band, there was this show that I was doing with the Mbizo. So I was writing songs for Mbizo. I was directing their show in Europe. So this guy came to me. He was fascinated about the way we do things, our dances, the way we sing. In our show, there was a part where there was a banjo, the traditional guitar that which is a homemade guitar. So we did that homemade guitar. We took it to Europe. There was a scene where we were playing the guitar, but the sound was very poor. And this guy came to me and said, "Hey, when we were performing in London, I said, hey, we have wonderful ideas. But the sound, man, it's not all that. It's not all that good. It's not. So I've got a guitar at home, a bass guitar at home. I don't know whether you would love to have that one. I said definitely I would love to have that guitar. But we didn't know how to play the professional guitar. The chords, and we were playing it in our way, in our Flapo's way of the guitar.